the end of the day, it's a disappointing year when you're packing your bag up before the playoffs. It's disappointing. We took obviously a big step last year in getting there, and we wanted to continue that this year, and it didn't happen. So, I mean, today's just about trying to figure out, and I mean, it's hard to process a couple days after. Usually takes a week or two to start really getting some feelings, but today's just about trying to figure out how we can get back to that. I mean, the inconsistencies what you're talking about, it's that night to night. Some nights I'd be like, wow, we're playing well, we're good, and the next night I'd be like, where did that go? So we need to find a way to just be more consistent. I don't know if there's a way to fix that in my head right now to figure out how to do that, but I think you're not going to be perfect every night. That's something you're going to make mistakes. Hockey is about mistakes. But as long as you can back those mistakes up with good defensive play and you have teammates to back you up, you can a lot of times overcome that. But we just need to find a way to be executing, and working together as a group more on most nights than not nights.
As a group, I think we're inconsistent. We went in stretches where we played really, really good hockey and stretches where we kind of fell off that felt like we were kind of chasing it a lot, trying to stay in the hunt, and we were right there. Just a tough year.
Just as a team in general, we couldn't, we weren't consistent enough with, our offense. I think defensively and our goaltending was, I don't know where we ranked, but we were obviously a lot better than we were offensively. So we just couldn't get a grasp on it. I mean, couldn't get that confidence, couldn't get that momentum. Obviously there was times, but we weren't consistent with enough, and it was just too many, long patches of us, not scoring enough, and not just scoring like goals, but finding momentum and carrying it over. And it's not one. I don't think it's one thing you can point a finger at. It's frustrating when the goals aren't going in.
I don't know. It's easy to point fingers and say we could have done things differently, and whether it be areas on the ice and personnel stuff like that. But at the end of the day, each guy has to look at themselves and give a little bit extra. I think I feel like I could be a little bit better defensively. Whether that be obviously that systems wise and kind of watching video and just learning from stuff like that. So I think I can do better that way.
Yeah, very much harder year this year than it was last year. Obviously not at all where we wanted to be at this point of the season. Didn't want to see you guys until the end of Stanley Cup, but here we are. But yeah, I mean, much harder this year than it was last year. Nothing comes easy as an NHL player. You got to earn everything, and you got to start earning in the summer when people aren't looking, and you got to put in the work and do everything right and work a little extra hard this summer to get yourself ready for a season.
It obviously sucks that we're speaking here right now today. Nothing against you guys, but this is not the time when you want to be doing these exit interviews and final closure media things and things like that. So I thought that there was a lot of great moments in the season, but there was too many bad ones that we couldn't make up for. So I think we're just leaving with a lot of disappointment, and not that it was a waste of a season, but I think there's just a lot of moments that we can kind of look back on and learn from, and hopefully forget about them really quickly, but also learn where we went wrong. And it's not easy to point it to one thing, but I think just overall it's just really frustrating that we came in with such high hopes and obviously such high expectations from last year, and weren't able to meet those.
I don't know if I could pinpoint a time, but I think it was too much up and down. I think we had some losing streaks that obviously killed us. But no, I think it's just, as a group, we just had to be more connected. And I mean, of course, there's probably games where you can get a little bit unlucky, but as a whole, obviously, we had to be more in front of the net. We had to be more aggressive, compete a little bit harder, winning battles and all that stuff. So, no, we got to look at it and just realize we got to be better.
As a first-year guy, you're hoping to get 30 or 35 games and establish yourself as a full-time NHLer. And obviously, things happen, life happens. I got an opportunity to play some more, and I felt like I took it and ran with that opportunity. And getting to play 50 games in the NHL is incredible, and I'm just super grateful for the opportunity and the trust from the coaching staff and management and the players, and the confidence in me and to go out there every night and help the team win. And when I look back at it, it's pretty nuts going from never really having a full season in the NHL and only playing games here and there to having 50 games is pretty incredible. So I'm excited. I'm obviously disappointed in the end result of the season, not making playoffs. But I think there's lots to look forward to, and I'm excited to get to work this summer. I feel like there's definitely some things that I can improve on and make my game better, and be ready to hit the ground running next year.
No one's happy about where we are right now, which is a good thing, because we don't want to be here next year. So I think everyone's getting a little break from hockey right now, and that's probably good. And then I think guys are going to get right back to work and come in with a little fire next year to not be here.
Well, a couple of days is, it's a little bit to gain some perspective, and you started your question with the ups and downs, and that's one of the things that stands out here. As we're sitting on day one of the National Hockey League playoffs, and we're not part of it. The inconsistencies in our play throughout the year have brought us to this point. There's a lot of substance within that lead to those results, and those are the things. I'm about halfway through my player meetings right now. Most of the player meetings have been really good, just straight up honest discussions, not necessarily individually based. We've got some really smart guys. We've got some great veterans, and everybody cares a lot. So today is, as we gain perspective, it's also day one or day two of working towards, solving some of the issues that led to some of our inconsistencies, and making sure we're doing the right things to work towards a different outcome.